everyone, my name is Malika and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you guys so much for tuning in once again. So today's video is going to be all about 5 tips for dating with sickle cell. So these are for people that's out there with sickle cell and basically like dating advice and tips for you. I am married now, but before I was married I did go through my ups and downs when it came to relationships or talking to someone and things of that sort. So I feel like maybe I can share some of my personal tips with you guys. And this can go vice versa, male, female, female, male. So it's not just for the girls, it can be for the males as well. So I'm gonna jump right into it. So my first tip, now these tips are not gonna be like in any type of order, it's just random tips that I came up with. So my first tip is to disclose your condition, sickle cell anemia, but only do it when you feel comfortable, but don't do it too late. So you don't want to really get into a serious relationship where it's like a year or 2 down the line and the person that you're dealing with doesn't know you have sickle cell. So yes, do it when you feel comfortable, but personally me, I feel like if you are talking to someone, getting to know someone, and you feel like you want to take it long term with them, you should let them know within, I personally would say within the first 3 to 4 months, because you don't want to wait till you get to 8 months or a year and then the person's like, wait, we've been talking for this long and I'm now finding out something so important and serious about you. Like I said, you don't have to tell them right when you meet the person, but I would say give it about 3 to 4 months the most as when you can disclose your condition. If you want to tell them off the bat, you can, but not everyone's comfortable doing that. So I would say 3 to 4 months would be the ideal amount of time. Don't wait till it gets to 8 months or a year, because it's something important, it's something that we live with. So you want to be upfront with the person, especially down to 8 months, a year. I would think that you guys would be close enough to a point where you can, share that kind of information. So that's my first tip for dating with sickle cell. So my second tip with dating with sickle cell is when you do disclose your condition, you want to educate your boyfriend or girlfriend about your condition, but don't lecture them all at once. You want to kind of just tell them about it, give them idea, things that we can and cannot do, things that, like for instance, my husband, I told him a few things, like for instance, we have to drink a lot of water. When I am feeling pain, I do have to use a heating pad. But a lot of times he took it upon himself to do his own research, which I was really surprised that he was that interested in my condition enough to do his own research. But you want to tell them bit by bit. Don't kind of just bombard them about the whole entire history about sickle cell anemia. You don't want to do all that at once because it can be overwhelming for the other person. But just share bits here and there, unless they're curious and want to know everything and just asking questions, that's fine. But if you want to volunteer information, do it bit by bit. Just don't do it all at once where it can seem a bit overwhelming. So that's my number 2 tip for dating with sickle cell. So my number 3 tip is pretty important, and it's basically, if you are talking to someone and getting to know someone and you disclose your condition with the person and they take it upon themselves to kind of tap out and not want to be with you because of your condition, I know it's going to be very hurtful, especially if you have feelings for someone and their reason is because you have sickle cell. It is shitty and it's messed up and it's hurtful, but take it as in, especially if they tell you from the beginning, take it as in, what, hey, it is what it is. At least I didn't get too invested with this person and they end up tapping out later down the line instead of just telling me from the beginning. So try not to dwell on it too much because it can feel depressing, like no one wants to because of your condition. But just know that whoever it is that don't want you because of your condition, they're not man enough or woman enough to have you, period. The reason why I say they're not man or woman enough is because let's say you didn't even have sickle cell. The fact that they're ready to tap out because of your condition, because you know they have to support you and they have to be there for you. What if you didn't have anything and you get into a long-term relationship and you don't have sickle cell and you get married and God forbid you got into a car accident where your spouse may have to take care of you? What are they going to do? That means that they're going to tap out because they're not mentally there to be there for someone. They're not ready. They're just not on that level of maturity where they can understand a person's condition and know that that shouldn't stop you from loving a person and being with a person and getting to know a person. Because just because we have this condition doesn't mean that we're not attractive enough or we can't bring anything to the table, because we can definitely bring a lot to the table. Just because we may get sick here and there does not mean that we cannot, you know, do for ourselves a lot of the times, and we have things to offer. So don't let anyone discourage you about your condition. If they don't want to be with you, I'm over here getting all aggressive. But no, if they don't want to be with you, just take that as in God is saving you from a mistake, because they're not ready to be with a woman or a man like you. A condition should not stop someone from loving you and being with you. They're just not mentally mature enough and ready to handle a woman or a man like you. That's how I feel. But yeah, like I said, try not to dwell on it too much because it can be hurtful and it can be quite depressing sometimes. But you gotta just shake it off and know that you have a lot to offer and this person just isn't on your level where you need to be with them. So that's my third tip for dating with sickle cell. Now my fourth tip for dating with sickle cell is, and this is an important tip too, actions speak way louder than words. A lot of people might say, yes, I'll be there for you, I'll support you, I don't care about your sickle cell, like I'm gonna be with you and I'm gonna love you. Okay, that's great, it's so great to hear that. But when I'm in a pain crisis and you're not in the hospital with me, or you don't even come to visit me, no, that's not what you're trying to want. That's not what you're trying to have. That's not what you're trying to hear. You're not trying to hear, you know, just a phone call saying, hey, are you okay, and that's it. No, you need someone that's going to be by your side, that's going to come and comfort you. Because when you're in a pain crisis and you're going through it and you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, you want them by your side. You don't want to feel lonely, like, you know, there's no one there for you. You want the person by their side, by your side. And even though they can't help you through your pain crisis, just them being there alone just means so much. It means so much. Just saying, oh, you'll be there for someone and you support them isn't enough. It is not enough, because a lot of people can say they can support you and they'll be there for you until they actually see you go through a pain crisis or see you sick and then they want to run away. No, you need someone that's going to be there and not just speak on it, but will show action. Show you that they will be there for you. If you're not feeling well, will they go out to the store and get you what you need? Will they pick up your prescriptions for you? Will they help you? Will they buy you bottles of water? Will they, will they help you? You need someone that will help you and support you and be there for you. And that's actually, there's many reasons why, I married my husband, but that was one reason that just hit home for me. He really took my condition to heart. He was there for me. He supported me. He never ran away. He never bust a sweat because, it can be overwhelming. He just took it for what it was, educated himself, listened to what I had to say, and was there for me. And he showed me that he was there for me. If I'm, going through a crisis, he'll run and go get my heating pad for me. Those are the actions that you need to see. You need to see someone that will show you that they can be there for you and not just talk that game, because a lot of people can talk that game, but they can't do anything for you. So that's why I said action speaks so much louder than words as one of my dating tips with sickle cell. And now my last tip is, and it's kind of going to sound so cliche, but it's really true, You have to be content with yourself first before you start dating. Because if you're really just relying on someone to love you and you don't really love yourself much, you're going to find yourself getting hurt very often. If you love yourself, you won't tolerate no mess. You won't let someone just say they're going to be there for you and not be there for you and just tolerate that. You're not going to let someone just, like, you're not going to dwell on it much when someone says, hey, I can't be there for you because you have sickle cell. Because you love yourself that much to know that you deserve better, you deserve to be loved, you deserve to be treated well, and you deserve a soulmate. Like, you deserve someone in your life. And just because you have sickle cell does not stop that. That should not put a hindrance on your love life and your dating life. So that's why I said my final tip is to really be content with yourself, because once you're content with yourself, you won't really be so focused on the fact that it's hard to date with sickle cell, because you will know that at the end of it, there will be someone out there for you. And if you don't find someone right now, you would take it as in, you know what? God is preventing me from dating someone that I shouldn't be with. So just love yourself first. Be content with yourself. Don't focus too much on just dating, because there's so much more out there in the world. If you can't find someone because of your condition, or, you know, people don't understand what we're going through, there's so much more to do out there. Don't be just so focused and hell-bent on dating and dating and dating. If you don't find someone now, that's okay. Just build friendships, you know. Don't be so stressed out about being with someone and dating someone right now, because that's when you're going to just be stressed out and depressed, because you're not going to find someone, and you're going to be lonely, and you're going to feel lonely because you want to be with someone, and you're going to feel like your condition is the reason why you can't be with no one. No. When you're content with yourself, you will find the right person. You will find the right person. So just be content with yourself, and, you know, yeah, that's about it. Love yourself first. Know that you deserve love and happiness, and to be treated well, and to have someone that will support you and love you through it all. Don't let no one tell you that because you have sickle cell, they cannot be with you. Because I guarantee that if you did not have sickle cell, and God forbid you got into an accident tomorrow and, you know, you couldn't take care of yourself, that person wouldn't be there for you either. So it's not because of your condition that anyone isn't dating you. It's because of them themselves. It has nothing to do with you. So I don't want you to feel as though, you know, oh my gosh, because I have sickle cell, this person isn't with me. No, they're not with you because they have their own issues. So just know that, and don't stress it. Do you, you know, love yourself. Get out there, just have fun and build friendships. Don't be so focused on dating. When it comes, and it will happen. So that's it. Those are all the tips that I have for dating with sickle cell. If you're someone out there that does have sickle cell and you have another dating tip, comment it down in the comments box. Comment it down in the comment box below. Even if you don't have sickle cell and you have any little dating advice, maybe coming from someone that doesn't have sickle cell, comment it down in the comment box. I would love to hear your feedback. Thank you guys so much for watching my videos. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.